That's right. To the bomber, everybody.
Welcome to Attack of the Show. We are TV's only source, the #1 and only source for all the stuff you care about.
It's true.
I'm Olivia Munn.
Yes. And I'm Kevin Guerrero, folks. It's Tuesday, August 12th. We're coming to you live from the G4 studios right here in Los Angeles. On the show today, indoor base jumping. Yeah. We're taking you to the National Basilica of Kokelberg in Brussels, Belgium, to witness dudes base jumping from the inside of the top of a building. It's scary, it's amazing, and it's around the net. And in today's break moments in Deevolution, we have an automotive theme, everybody. Wheelies go wrong, SUVs will flip, and our gene pool is going to get skinned.
Also, it's a very bloody Quentin Tarantino edition of Deevolution. Chris Gore will be here to talk about his remakes of Inglourious Basterds and Fast Pussycat Kill Kill. And we will review the original disc. Plus, the opening ceremony of the Taxidermy Olympics are finally here. It's been a long time. It's been 4 years.
4 years.
You have never experienced archery until you've seen a bear shoot an arrow.
He has been training. I've been watching him in the qualifier, and he is on fire
It's
this year.
amazing.
It's going to be really good.
It's going to be great. But right now, time to run down the top 5 things on the web.
Let's go around the net. We begin at number 5 with an ad for Toyota in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Now, most new car buyers today, they're interested in compact and fuel-efficient vehicles, which makes Toyota a pretty excellent choice.
Excellent choice.
Yeah.
But the gentlemen of Harrelson Toyota have discovered another compelling reason to buy from them.
Oh.
But I want free oil and filter for 3 years. But I want a lifetime warranty. But I want free tires for life. Hi, Zach Justice here with Harrelson Toyota. Come on in and we'll satisfy all your butts. That's Harrelson Toyota, South Carolina's #1 butt satisfier.
And I've been dethroned. I thought I was the servicer of the butt.
Well, look, take it from me. If a woman can't get her butt satisfaction at home, she will go out to get it. Yes.
Even from a car dealership?
Especially from a car dealership.
Oh, great.
Especially.
Good to know. File that one away.
Today's number 4 video from Xenia, Ohio. What the hell is that? Is a shining example of a life gone
It's a small
terribly wrong.
town of Princess
Xenia.
Warriors there. People can be forced to reevaluate the decisions they've made when, let's say you wake up in a park wearing only a party hat and a smile. And you have no idea how you got there. That would force you to reevaluate.
Or like if you have to sell yourself to support a habit.
Yeah. Or if you've taken like a nude bubble bath in the kitchen of your local Burger King.
Welcome to Morning Coffee with Mr. Upstate. This is August 7th. It's my birthday. And I'm taking a bath in the state. It's my birthday. I figured I was feeling a little frisky. Better get a little clean. Make sure to get it all spiced up for you guys. It's pimp like I knew it would be. It's like a hot tub, son. Somebody better bring me a beer.
No, don't bring him a beer. Don't bring him anything.
Who's clapping?
Unfriend him. The bather calls himself Mr. Unstable.
Ugh.
No joke. He uploaded the good times onto his MySpace page where everyone could laugh and then throw up in their mouths a little.
Well, thankfully, all the employees on the tape were promptly fired by the king himself, and I hope they're looking for new jobs.
Yeah, and new restaurant kitchens to wash their potato sacks in. Which is always important to have a clean potato sack.
The French fries come in the potato sack?
Yeah.
Because French fries are made from potatoes.
Potatoes, yeah.
Today's number 3 item proves that thrill-seeking is a hardcore drug. All right, when bungee jumping gets boring, you skydive, right?
Okay.
When skydiving gets boring, you base jump.
But Olivia, what do you do when base jumping gets boring?
I don't know.
You base jump indoors.
What?
Right? And you don't just base jump indoors. You do it in the largest Art Deco building. Like the sacred church that commemorates your nation's founding.
Which one?
That one.
That one?
Go. I really don't see what the big deal is, because we do this kind of crap here all the time in America.
Yeah, and we're about to do it again. Just cuz.
What? Now, normally Olivia and I like to do this during commercial breaks, but we figure, what the hey? So we got our state-of-the-art danger cam on right here, so you at home can experience the thrilling adrenaline rush that Olivia and I are about to experience.
Whoa! It's right there.
The rush of adrenaline. Drinking bird, yeah.
Got it.
There it is.
All right, now, as you can see, we are already in the tandem position. I'm just going to strap on.
There we go.
Right. All right, we got it.
Okay.
Are we good? Are you good?
We're now as one.
Are you good? We have a buckle.
Do we? We'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm not too worried about the buckle.
All right.
All right, now, you might expect some sort of, dirty joke here, but no. We're professionals, and this is dangerous, so...
Yes. Now, this studio is about as sacred as a sacred building can get around here, so this should be fine. All right? You got it?
Yeah, hang on.
I'm good. I got you. I'm bracing you. Danger cam!
I feel like I'm shopping at Target, and I have an infant tethered to me, and I'm like, hold on. Wait.
You got it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just bracing you. You get it. All right.
All right.
All right.
Whew. Ready to approach the platform?
Hold on.
I know.
We just never do this live, so.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I just get nervous. Okay. I'm going to give the audience 3, 2, 1 to your 3, 2, 1 for us to do the jump on the 3, 2, 1.
Wait, do we jump on one?
No, we jump. I say 3, 2, 1,
and then they say 3, 2, 1, and then we jump on one?
You know how we do this, Kevin.
Here we go. Let's do this.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2.
Oh my God.
During that first moment of free fall, when you start, the blood goes up, and it's
It's rush. I know that G-force feeling.
Oh, can we see the danger cam replay? Because I want to relive that right now. Oh, look at that, beautiful.
Oh, gosh, I remember that moment.
Look at that form. Look at that form, but wait for it. Watch this top here. Perfect deployment. We call it, you see, that's called a PD. That's a PD. That's perfect deployment.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
What?
I just want to jump on something else. Where's the S-Play set?
No. Let's do that tomorrow. Look, the heart can only take so much. Hold on, I got you.
You got my nose.
Hang in there.
Kevin, wait. Why am I feel tingled? Hold on.
Wait, it's because you are. What are you trying to? Hold on. Tell me what mission you're trying to accomplish.
To get up.
And okay, there we go. Yeah. She did it.
I'm tangled in there.
Careful. How about we watch a nerd get wedgie?
Yeah.
How about we do that?
Today's number 2 item takes the concept of the atomic wedgie and downgrades the technological age, but increases the pain.
Let's see a good old-fashioned diesel engine wedgie.
We have decided to play tug of war with my boxers and Braden's car. Braden's tying it right now to the car.
I don't need to see that.
My pants are ripping off. Braden, stop!
Get your hand. Anybody see the clip? Yeah, it's fine. That little stunt could have turned very painful, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You mean if he broke, the rope broke and then he fell on his head?
No, I'm talking about like severe scrotal tearing.
What?
Because there's no coming back from that,
Oh.
And the sound is, you never heard anything so awful. It's almost as bad as getting the Indian burn on it.
You get an Indian burn?
Well, I mean, if you pay extra, yeah.
What does it sound like?
Bubble wrap.
Sounds like bubble wrap?
Sounds like bubble wrap. At number 1 today, it's a Skittles commercial, everybody.
Oh,
tasty.
In my opinion, as a television host, as far as candies go, you kind of have to hand it to Skittles.
Yeah.
I mean, other sugar snacks just tell you about how good they taste or how they're not quite as bad for you as you think they are.
But Skittles, they just try to creep you out. Yeah.
I'm your friend because you're a really good person.
Are you sure it's not just because Skittles on my feet?
Yes, I'm sure. Why would you say that?
I don't know.
Hey.
I didn't think that's why you were my friend. I'm sorry.
Shh. It's okay.
Grow the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
That was great. Come on.
I will assume that the video was a wholesome and wonderful advertisement that would make me want to purchase a product.
It was.
I couldn't actually watch it because I find it disgusting. That's so gross. Yeah, the feet disgusting. You know, how, like the feet. I hate things like that are bumpy. You know that commercial with the fungus and the tail.
Yeah, but you're telling me you didn't watch that and think, kind of like to eat a human foot right now.
No, did you?
No. Get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet.
And set your alarms for tonight's 10 o'clock show. It has a naughty after hours of Maria Ozawa, an adult film star from Japan. She's half Japanese, half French-Canadian, and all sexy. She also likes playing with her pink Nintendo DS, so she's one of us. Say mosh mosh to her after hours. We should find her when we go to Japan.
I tapped her DS with my stylus. You know what I'm saying?
Hope you have a bigger stylus than comes with the Nintendo DS.
It's accurate, though. It's good. Right now, it's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Allison Hayslip and the feed headlines.
Thanks, guys. All right, here's what's coming up in the feed. First, Megan Fox's nude scene has been cut from the film Jennifer's Body. Plus, we've got our first glimpse of Jake Gyllenhaal as the Prince of Persia, and Twitter is limiting the number of people you can follow. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes, but first, back to you guys.
All right, for the past 5 days, the entire world, minus Russia and Georgia, have been consumed by the Summer Olympics in Beijing, and it's incredible. From the unbelievable opening ceremonies, which were
fantastic. I love how
little girl lip syncing because she wasn't cute enough. Fake
she's
fireworks.
Not cute. But that's how the Chinese are. We don't care about feelings. We care about pretty.
Best foot forward, like Disneyland for America.
Oh, it's so fantastic.
From those ceremonies to Michael Phelps' quest for history, really.
Yeah.
This year's games are going to be very hard to eclipse.
Yes, but we are going to do our best to do just that, because over the next few weeks, Attack of the Show is the exclusive broadcaster of one of the most noble and awe-inspiring athletic competitions in the world, the Taxidermy Olympics.
Here now is the proud parade of taxidermied animals, each representing their species.
Now, first, Kevin, we see the noble and peaceful bear. Although bears are carnivores, many scientists feel that they are in the process of evolving to a mostly plant-based diet.
That is, if evolution was real.
Which it's not.
Thank you.
Now, Kevin, this bear, however, has an appetite for a gold medal in archery.
I can see him. He's hungry. He's hungry. Returning to our stage is the goat. Now, goats were domesticated over 10,000 years ago in Persia, and this goat will bring that rich history to the High Dive event, which he placed fourth in 2004.
Next, oh, look at him. It's the bobcat.
So noble.
So ready with those tennis shoes on.
Look at that. He's ready to spring. He's ready to pounce.
He is ready to
pumped.
pounce. Now, the bobcat is a highly adaptable predator. Its first home, of course, is in the forest, the desert, urban environments, and in track and field events.
He is ready to go this year. No doping. Finally, we get a look at the squirrel gymnastics team. Now, they should benefit greatly from their species. They have balancing tails and the light bodies, and that's really going to help them in this year's games. Look at them there.
It's fantastic how they've such a unified team.
Two squirrels, one voice. Two squirrels, one voice.
Yes, they can. And that concludes our opening ceremony.
That is a scratch on the surface of the tip of an iceberg. You know what I'm saying?
I have to tell you, as an American and as a television host, I am proud to give you the Taxidermy Olympics of 2008. It is officially open.
Whoa! It's official. Later on today, we will have the first competition in the Taxidermy Olympics, and it is archery.
Oh.
Boom!
Will the bear maul the gold medal?
Oh, I bet he will.
Or go home empty-pawed? Find out at the Taxidermy Olympics.
Still ahead, everybody. Chris Hardwick heads to Vegas for Defcon.
I'm still talking like a guy.
The 16th annual hacking convention, your one-stop shop for the latest in mischief making and computer breaking.
Plus, we have a lot of inglorious bastards around here, and Chris Gore will bring the old film of the same name and review it. It's a special Quentin Tarantino edition of Deevolution. We'll play buy, rent, or pass, and then I'll take a razor to Kevin's ear. Woo-hoo. Did you hear about that?
No, you won't. Stick around. We'll be right back. I didn't hear about that. I've never heard that. everybody. We are live, and we're ready to stick it.
Here's the only news you need to know. It's like this.
I'm Allison Hayslip, and here are your top stories. Sorry to kick it off with bad news, but reports are coming in from the website Joe Blow that Megan Fox's nude scene has been cut from the film Jennifer's Body. Apparently, the scene is nowhere to be found in early screenings of the film. Now, before you start sobbing uncontrollably, there are two things to keep in mind. One, you can console yourself with photos from the shoot that were leaked onto the web. And two, it's an early cut. Things could still change, and the scene could come back in a re-edit. Meanwhile, Jake Gyllenhaal has clearly been hitting the gym to play the Prince of Persia. The latest pictures from the set show him topless and looking beefy. Production has been steaming ahead over in Morocco to complete Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time before its 2010 release date. The film also stars Ben Kingsley as the villain and Gemma Arterton as the princess. If she's not a familiar name to you, wait until you see the James Bond film Quantum of Solace. Then you will know exactly who she is. Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails has been talking to HBO about making a television series out of the alternate reality game Year Zero. The game, created by 42 Entertainment, was a dark futuristic tale that was meant to be an interactive version of liner notes for the album of the same name. Reznor says that the story for Year Zero isn't finished, and only he knows how it ends. He says if the series gets the green light, he'd like to record a second album to launch another alternate reality game to go with the series to bring the story to a close. And finally, Twitter is making an effort to fight spam by putting a cap on how many people you can follow. If you are a compulsive follower, you are now limited to following a mere 2,000 people. Spammers have been opening bogus Twitter accounts, following thousands of people, and then using the service to spam them. Twitter does make some exceptions on the limit. They'll allow more for celebrities, and they will let you go over the 2,000 limit, but only if you have just as many people following you. Well, that's it for today, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Stay tuned to G4 all day and look for the feed ticker at the bottom of your screen. We'll have all the news you need to know as it happens. I'm Allison Hayslip, and you've just been fed.
More than 9,000 people gathered in Las Vegas for the largest security conference known as Defcon.
Yeah, it's a hacker's paradise, and Chris Hardwick was there to pick up a few tips from the pros. Hey, it's Chris Hardwick. I'm here at Defcon 16. It is a hackers convention, for crap's sake. This place is unbelievable, so I'm going to walk around and see if I can give you some real information on today's American hacker.
What started in 1993 as a way for small groups to discuss the current state of hacking, Defcon has expanded into an annual convention, now going on its 16th year, that seeks to shed light on the current condition of computer security, or lack thereof.
Hacking is really about working out how things work and how you can extend them and do new things and interesting stuff. Just that term hacking is a real overarching term, and you have to make sure to subclass messing with people and destroying things as being a malicious hacking.
Normally we'll get hired by a customer and we'll get hired to go and find problems in their applications and, of course, help them fix the problems in those applications so that they can be hopefully more secure when the bad guys attack, things like that.
How safe is it to store your credit card information on, any kind of consumer site?
It all depends on if they hire people like me.
This is probably my favorite part, is right here is the wall of sheep. Would you like to explain to everyone what the wall of sheep is? Because it's hilarious.
This is a real-time feed of all the passwords that are going across the network.
You see people's usernames, you can see a blocked-out password, or occasionally you'll see Twitter for iPhone, so someone's twittering on their iPhone.
Nothing is sacred here, and what's worse about this wall of sheep is it's all the traffic across the whole conference. It's a real eye-opener to see how vulnerable we really are.
But there's more to DEFCON than preying on the digitally challenged. The convention also hosts opportunities for hackers to showcase their skills.
This is the Beast Sodomizer. It fits in the rear end of a computer.
Okay.
And what it is it looks like a little VGA dongle. And what it does is it's fully configurable to throw up a blue screen of death, as though your computer has crashed.
Nice.
It has a time mode and also has a remote control mode.
All right, so I'm here in Lockpick Village. What are you doing right now?
Well, I have my tension wrench, I have my picks, and I'm just trying to find each pin and push it up and get into place.
The mindset of a hacker works the same way, whether you're looking at a router or, you're looking at, hacking some random piece of hardware you found or picking a lock. You find a vulnerability, you find how you can exploit it, and you use that to your advantage, basically.
You can't come to DEF CON without noticing how kick-ass the badges are.
For the past 3 years, I've designed the electronics and produced and manufactured the actual badge. I have an SD card for some infrared data transfer. There's a few other modes, TV be gone mode, so you can just hold the badge up and turn off TVs. So a lot of fun features that people can modify, and it's just another part of Defcon that makes this conference special.
So that's Defcon 16. There's some really amazing stuff in there. A lot of stuff we actually can't even show you. I've learned that hacking doesn't necessarily have to be for bad intentions. There are people who are on our side that are working for our protection. So I guess my private stash of amputee porn is all safe. Thanks, Defcon 16.
Thanks, Chris. Please don't hack my website. Now let's go over to Olivia.
Quentin Tarantino is set to remake two classics, Inglourious Basterds and Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. So right now, film expert Chris Gore is here to look back at the original versions of these films in a special Tarantino edition of DVD Tuesday. As always, we love having the Gore back here.
Thank you, folks. Thanks a lot.
Do people call you the Gore?
Yeah, one person calls me the Gore.
The Gore? You should tell them to stop. It's not really a cool nickname.
She can get away with it.
All right, well, nice. Well, let's get into this because I'm very excited about this. It's an all Tarantino edition of DVD Tuesday. So what do you have for us first with our special edition?
A film called The Inglourious Basterds.
I know that he's making that right now, and he actually just is going through the casting process. Now, this 30-year-old film is the inspiration for Tarantino's upcoming film with the same name that I just said. How do you think the source material is? The actual...
First of all, it's a great story. They're set during World War II. These guys are set to be court-martialed. They're raided, and they're just sitting around. They escape, and they go to Switzerland to have fun. But they're not on anyone's side. That's what's kind of cool about it. So they're kind of like freelancers during the war. And they have all kinds of adventures, including running into a bunch of naked ladies that are, which is great. And this is an Italian movie, sort of shot spaghetti western style. So all of the sound was done after. This is how the Italian neo-realists did it, right? They would just record all the audio later. So it has kind of a cheesy feel.
I love how the black guy is the one who has to get all the ladies out of the... Why does it have to be the black guy?
Naked chick shooting a gun at the Americans.
There's a lot of hot
there's
in there.
So much great material.
I know that you got your hands on Tarantino's script and
yes,
you compared the two. It's right there. I have it at my house as well.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What did you think?
Well, first of all, like any Tarantino script, a lot of misspellings, including even the title written by him on here. It says bastard spelled with an E. It doesn't make it. But look, Tarantino's all about dialogue. His dialogue is just unbelievable.
Is it better?
Spelling aside.
Do you think it's better than the original?
I hate to say it actually is better from the standpoint of just gutsier. I mean, you can get away with a lot more now because so many barriers have been broken. But seeing the source material is so much fun because you can envision what Tarantino can do with it. And as for extras on the disc, there's a great interview with Tarantino interviews the original director. Enzo.
Yeah, so how was that interview?
That is great because basically...
He's basically passing the torch?
Well, yeah, like Tarantino talked through most of it, but he's fascinating because Tarantino is the ultimate movie geek. He knows so much about film, so seeing these guys have this conversation about him remaking the movie is amazing. You get really a glimpse into his creative process.
So do you have a bottom line by Rent Pass?
A bottom line on this is rent it, just because I kind of feel like...
You don't need it in your collection?
You could have put all this on one disc. I mean, these extras are kind of spread throughout. The third disc is just music, but it's really worth seeing. If you're Tarantino's movie, check it out.
All right, now up next we have a film that Tarantino has been eyeing for a while, and I hear he's making it after Bastards. It's, what is this, Pussycat Kill Kill?
It's Faster Pussycat Kill Kill, directed by Russ Meyer, one of my all-time favorite exploitation movies. And not only that, this is a milestone in cinema. This is strong female characters, an antagonist played by Tora Satana, who kills guys with their bare hands. They're go-go dancers who also race cars, for kicks and thrills. And it is just an amazing story where they stumble onto this ranch where this old sort of crippled lech has some money that he's got stashed away, and they're trying to get their hands on the cash. It's so ripe for a remake, and the original Russ Meyer is just filled with sex, violence, all the things that make movies great.
Well,
it's a milestone.
The next thing I was going to ask you was, there's so many options for Tarantino. Would this be a good movie? But then you just basically named all the things that make up a Tarantino movie.
Right,
So this is a perfect move for him.
It's perfect. They've talked about a lot of casting with this, but I'll tell you what, I think you should be the lead in Faster Pussycat. I'm being that serious about this because you just have that sort of Tora Satana look, and you also you just have sort of this aggressive attitude that's kind of sexy.
Really?
You know yes.
Thanks. I know, I'm pretty aggressive. Some people call me bitchy, and some people
I got the number right here in my book.
You
right
do?
Here. Yes. Call it 310.
Got it. I'll write it down after the...
555 Okay, forget it. It's not the actual number, but I just think that you would be a great lead in it.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. You know, and the thing is that when you're talking about casting right now, I hear that they're throwing around Britney Spears, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they have to act.
They
have to act, and I think that.
What do you think about those? I mean, Britney Spears. I heard that he said that he would like to work with her. She would like to work with him. The e-girl for the reality e-girl.
I think I know what character she would play. Sort of this blonde bimbo type. I think for that. Britney Spears would be perfect, and it would reinvigorate her career. And she's got that,
something.
That's something that would work. I mean, Tarantino's good at reinventing people who need that.
So your bottom line on this movie?
Bottom line on this is buy it, Fester. Pussycat is just a classic that you can watch over and over again.
All right, now in honor of Quentin Tarantino, how about we do an all-indie rapid fire and run through some of the best recent indie films to hit the shelf. So we got 49 seconds, Chris. Are you ready?
49 seconds?
49
seconds. I got, really?
Yeah, we picked a random number that Joshua thought would be funny.
Great. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah. All right, and go.
Okay, this is a film called Ultra Christ. We just finished Comic-Con. If you like the superheroes, this is Jesus Christ, comes back to the present day. He gets rid of the robe and the sandals and wears a superhero outfit because he has superpowers. The Room, if you've never seen this is one of the worst films ever made. Directed by Tommy Wiseau. You can check out clips on YouTube, but you must see the entire classic. It's amazing. Space Babes Meet the Monsters. It's just a fun ode to retro 50s sci-fi.
20 seconds.
It's a blast. Only 20 seconds left.
Come on.
Okay, and then we've got Metalheads, which is one of my favorite underground directors, Bill Zabub, who also did a film called Ass Monsters.
Okay, 10 seconds.
Bill
Zabub. Get two more in there.
And then you've got to see, it's $100 on a t-shirt. It's about the world of fanzines. This is before blogs, people.
2 seconds. You got one more?
I got 2 seconds. The films of Damon Packard, the untitled Star Wars mockumentary, DamonPackard.com. Check him out. This is the underground indies.
Yes, we'll try to hit some of those next time. Don't be so disappointed in yourself. You failed. All right, thanks, Chris. Visit filmthread.com for more movie info. Right now, let's go over to Kevin, who has not failed me yet.
Show's still got a while left. Still ahead, everybody. You were blown away by the opening ceremonies, but now it's time for the first event. Watch in breathless wonder as a bear goes for the gold in the sport of archery. And later, it's time for some break moments in Deevolution. It's a special Motorsports edition, and that means wheelies that end very badly. Stick around, everybody.
The feed is presented by Jack in the Box, where we don't make it till you order it.
Kevin says, eat me.
Ladies and gentlemen, very excited. The energy in here might seem like 3 people clapping at home, but I'm telling you, it's outrageous in here. Woo!
Fantastic.
We are about to see the first competition in this year's Taxidermy Olympics. But before we get started, I think we should actually get to know one of our athletes a little bit better.
That's right. Now, every competitor has a story to tell, but few are as compelling or as heartfelt as this one.
Seth Rice wasn't always our best shot at archery gold in the Taxidermy Olympics. His early life as a brown bear outside of Napanoch, New York, was what most people would call ordinary. He foraged for berries, frolicked in the grass, and bothered no one. That all changed one day in April 2004 when Seth was pumped full of 12 .338 bullets just outside of Minnewaska State Park after being mistaken for another bear that was raiding campsites. The hunters stuffed Seth and displayed him in their cabin in the Adirondacks, but they grew disinterested in Seth after just a few months. Seth was sold at a moving sale with a bow and arrow set. After falling off the car on the trip home, Seth taught himself to use the bow and arrow, vowing revenge on the hunters who took his natural life away from him. But until that day, Seth is proud to represent America at the Taxidermy Olympics. We're hoping he's right on the mark.
Yeah, it's a touching tale, truly inspiring. Ladies and gentlemen, now, without further ado, let's go down to the floor for the archery competition. All right, kicking off the games here. This is the bear athlete Seth Rice competing in archery.
Now, bears are known for their prowess with the bow. Let's see how he fares under the intense pressure of the games.
Here's look at my lineup.
Oh!
Ooh, wow.
Wow.
That was a dud
You know,
right
I
out
know
of the Roman candle.
they've been training all year long, and I think that the stress and the anxiety is finally catching
Plus,
up.
let's not forget, bears normally are not known for migrating. This is quite a grueling trip for this bear.
Oh, he's going again. I think that I see him adjusting for the target again. It looks like he...
Oh, wow. Almost hit the 50, but it slipped. You know what, here's the thing. In controlled conditions, Olivia, normally when bears hunt for salmon using a bow and arrow, it's a moving target, much smaller, but they can approach it much closer in the stream. At this distance, very tough for a brown
And it's
bear like
very
Seth.
hard to see in the rain right now.
It's incredibly tough.
Bears aren't used to being in the rain and inside the studio.
It's not smoggy in the studio.
different.
It's just a mist.
Yes.
It's just a mist.
So very disappointing. That was...
I think Seth has one final shot.
No, I actually think
that is it.
was,
That is it. Wow,
It was
Seth.
best
Okay.
of 3, and he
So
lost
that was,
2. Yeah, it's very disappointing and very sad.
Okay, Seth, but good try. Good try this year.
Good try.
buddy. Wow.
Good try. Wow. Had a lot of hope for that guy.
So just to recap for the viewers at home, final tally there, Seth, 0.
0. Yeah, 0.
And that closes today's events on Friday. We will return with squirrel gymnastics in the Taxidermy Olympics. Man, that was exhilarating. Exhilarating.
To be part of something so big.
In high def.
Yeah.
Wow. Those games in high def.
Yeah. Look, if you guys are creeped out by taxidermied animals, then maybe you'll be more comfortable with animated ones.
See, on today's Blog Watch, we're looking at the best sites for animation, both old school and cutting edge. From hand-drawn cells to the new animated Clone Wars feature that hits theaters this Friday. Hang on! Animation has evolved to the point where it's just not for kids anymore. So here are a few sites for both aspiring animators and fans of the art. First, we have Animatic Media's Animation Blog. This company's website allows artists to find industry info, and it features artist profiles and industry tips, such as a step-by-step guide on how to turn your concepts into storyboards. You can also find trailers of animated projects, such as the American-styled manga series titled MechTex. But if you're into hand-drawn art, then check out drawn.ca, an illustration and cartoonist blog. The site is a collaborative weblog for artists, both independent and professional, to share their work with others. You can find everything from older drawings and posters to recent entries from the Spike and Mike's Animation Festival.
Are you ready?
Or watch this Olympic ad on the BBC that was created by Damon Albarn and Jamie Hewlett from the Gorillaz. And finally, check out the Thinking Animation blog, a site written by animators for fans of 3D animation. Here you'll find news, events, and reports surrounding the animation scene, and find other forms of creativity such as stop motion and puppetry. From the video bar section, you can check out this trailer for the upcoming animation, Igor. Or you can watch the latest Radiohead video for House of Cards that used a 360-degree scanner called a LiDAR to create a real-time 3D recording. So whether you're into CGI, hand-drawn illustrations, or cool-looking animations, check out Animatic Media, Drawn, and Thinking Animation for your latest fix. But no Octocats?
I know.
Shameful.
Still ahead, we're looking at the worst of motorsports in a special break moments in Deevolution.
Get ready to watch people almost die.
Unfortunately, almost.
Up next, down. Gotta love these attention mongers at the gym. This guy's gonna do a backflip off that rim, and it kind of makes you wonder, what happens next? Will he successfully land on his feet, lose balance and fall flat on the ground, or will the rim just break off from under him? Keep your head in the game. The answer is after the break. Gotta love these attention mongers at the gym. This guy's gonna do a backflip off that rim, and it kind of makes you wonder, what happens next? Will he successfully land on his feet, lose balance and fall flat on the ground, or will the rim just break off from under him? Why are you internet people always jumping off of things? Hey, kudos for surviving, but stuff like that just makes you look crazy. Motorsports are funny.
Yeah.
I just want to say that. I know it doesn't relate to what happens next. Motorsports are hilarious.
Yeah.
Right? And right now, we're going to look at some of the most idiotic moments in the idiotic sport done by idiotic people, and then we're going to give them an idiotic vote in break moments in Deevolution. Thank you. All right, the time has come for us to delve into the world of the asinine.
Now, when you mix years of inbreeding with high-powered sports bikes, this is what you get. Wow.
Let's just bounce off the concrete. You know, most people get like at least 3 to maybe 5 seconds of looking badass in a wheelie. That guy got milliseconds of awesomeness and then went right to fail.
It was great for us.
Wow.
And our rating system.
That was pretty good.
Okay, this week our rating system is dudes who think wrestling is real.
I don't see why that's funny to anybody here, because I don't.
Dudes who think the wrestling like the WWE and like those like whole.
What about dudes who take offense when people like insult their sport?
It's not a sport. It's like an entertainment program.
You've seen curling.
I don't know who that is. Okay, so how many are we going to give this guy right here, okay? We're going to lay on our first contenders.
Guys who think wrestling is fake,
Yes.
real. Let's start with 2 out of 5, because it was a good video, great video. But I think we have room for improvement.
We do. Always
room for improvement.
Now, in my opinion, life is a series of challenges. We all have to overcome so many obstacles in life, and that's just what we're made of.
That's what it is. It's human condition.
It is.
You know what I mean? And this guy tried to overcome an obstacle of his own. It was a rock, and he sucked at it.
What?
You ready?
I love hearing stupidity in slow-mo. You shouldn't have taken Mom's Range Rover to the rocks again. All right, so his car is totaled, but maybe you can, make it up.
What, with a good grade or something?
Yeah, give him a good grade. How many dudes who think wrestling is real for this clip, Olivia?
I'm going to give that a good solid 4 out of 5.
Wow, that's double. That's a double the wheelie.
It's freaking Boulder. You want to give him a grade? I give him 4.
That's fine. You give him 4.
Pretty stupid.
You're generous today. Finally, street racing culture is clearly full of guys who are missing a chromosome and secrete extra adrenaline.
This hurt.
Yeah.
Oh no!
The hell? 3, 2, hood ornament.
What? He wants to stand right there? He wants to stand right there.
If I'm doing an excessive show of force and someone stands in front of my Subi, I'm letting go of the e-brake too. I'm dropping them. I'm dropping them. For the good of the nation. Thinning the herd, Olivia.
Thinning the herd.
Thinning the herd.
You should be on sick cam to know what we're talking about. Now, our final grade, how many dudes who think wrestling is real, even though that's not, I put down to you, does this wizard get?
5 out of 5.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got hit the car. Come on, give it to him. All right, that's it for today's All Motorsport Break Moments in Deevolution. I really hope all of you aspiring motorsportists are reconsidering the profession. Motorsportices.
Yeah. Just so you know, you should get a real job, like TV host.
Oh! What?
I just read. I get paid to read.
I'm going to do some more reading right here.
Read. Where?
Hey, G4 Stay Out of the Sun Summer continues with this season finale of Code Monkeys. It's a parody of Grand Theft Auto featuring the voice that we know you'll recognize. It's Nico's talkative Serbian cousin, Roman.
In the following clip, Dave and Jerry signed copies of their new violent video game, Car Robber.
What sound does an S make? What sound does a snake make?
Sunnyvale. featuring Boris when an anxious fan gets beat down by the cops.
This is awesome. Car Robber Sunnyvale is a huge hit.
Back me, old lady. This car is mine.
You know what? It's a subtlety I think the fans appreciate. But more importantly, if we just touch one kid with our message, it's all worth it, dude.
Am I too late for the signing? Ah! Get off me, you pig!
Bastard car thief! Dude, my game rules.
Hey, did you lose this?
That part is rad.
I love that game, just so you know. Don't miss the Code Monkey season finale Sunday night at 10, presented by Disaster Movie. That is in theaters August 29th.
That's right. Check out g4tv.com/codemonkeys if you want info and updates.
Still ahead, our epic fail stars 2 cranes. The giant crash design, not the birds.
Oh, I thought it was the Karate Kid one. Stick around, everybody. Attack of the Show is coming right back.
Attack of the Show, soft and firm.
Cheaper than Olive Garden.
Tastes rank, too.
Uh-oh.
It's time for today's meta epic fail. It stars a crane lifting another crane.
Yeah, but, it tries to lift it.
Yeah.
Não tem memória.
Yeah, okay. Well, the guy that invented the crane back in 1976 also invented the crane accident.
Yes, and he pioneered being pinned by a crane as well. So, folks, if you see a crane in your neighborhood, don't wait for the fail to happen. Just run. Get moving. Can we get one more of those, Bruce?
Let's get a laughing. Oh, great.
Oh, that was a little rough. That one was rough. That's all right. Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show, we'll look at CyberPower's gaming PC. It's got a base price of $650, and they will customize it into any configuration you want. Pretty sweet.
If you're a gamer, you'll want to watch GadgetPron. You guys go to g4tv.com/AOTS for all the stuff you saw today and more.
Guess what? X-Play's up next.
Oh, man, we gotta go base jump over X-Play?
Yeah, I'm ready for it now. Bye, everybody.